Yeah, I have to tell you, when I talk to a lot of manufacturers, what they tell me is they can train people, that they have a lot of them have very good relationships with the local community colleges or technical schools, and have developed a lot of workforce training that actually works well for them. What I'm hearing more of is that they're not being able to find people who will show up for work and will stay at work. I'm hearing more and more of that here in Iowa. Now, I'm not necessarily, I don't hear as much of that in other areas, but you have a very low rate of unemployment here in Iowa right now. And you have an administration under President Obama who's dramatically expanded a lot of these welfare programs. Food stamps now at the highest level it's ever been. Some housing programs, Medicaid, other things have all been expanded. And so you create an atmosphere where someone who has health insurance, has money for food, maybe gets unemployment insurance, maybe the person that they're living with in the home is on welfare, and so they get cash assistance, and all of a sudden the incentive to work isn't so great because all those benefits are tax-free. And so you have to go to work and you have to pay taxes, you lose all these other benefits, and they make the economic decision, I'd just rather, I'm not living necessarily the best life in the world, but I can survive and I don't have to work, which has its, and so you go out and you work a job under the table and you get paid cash. And that's sort of what we've created with this welfare system. And I think part of it is what we have to do. I was the author of Welfare Reform, which put a time limit on welfare payments to mothers with dependent children and gave a block grant to the states. But it required work and it put a time limit in place. We have to do that for food stamps now. We have to put a work requirement for food stamps. So you can't just not work and receive food stamps. We have to have a work requirement for Medicaid, and we have to have a work requirement for housing programs. All of those things that allow people to not take jobs that are available, not show up for work, because there's an opportunity to otherwise. That's a big problem in the state. It's not as big a problem in other places, but it's still a problem. And if I'm successful in doing what I want to do, which is make a manufacturing renaissance in this country and create a lot of great paying jobs and stimulate this economy, we're going to have this problem everywhere. And we have to make sure that we have the proper incentives in place to get people to work. And as far as education and training, I'm a great supporter of community colleges and technical schools. Vocational education, I believe, is another really high priority in our high schools, all of which will help provide your better skilled workforce.